It is mine, truly yours, maybe Sierra M. Clark. We are live here on my channel. Welcome. Listen, it is the second Tuesday, and I know I didn't do a reminder, but hope you'll just stumble across this because your soul is in need of this. Welcome to Sierra Speaks. It is just a little moment where I sauce you, pretty much. No, it's a moment of intentional conversation. It's a moment of allowing you to just slow down so you can recover. This is the second Wednesday. I go live a lot, but Sierra Speaks is on the second Wednesday and the fourth Wednesday of each month. So that's the second and the fourth Wednesday of each month. And so when life gives you lemons, what else you gonna do? Live your story. That's what you gonna do. And so what I provide here for you is just tangible conversations, like real thought processes, things that allow you to do some deep thinking, like Martin Luther King said that we should do. Martin Luther King said that some of us want half-baked solutions. How many of you have settled for half-baked solutions? Meaning that you really, if we talking about lemonades, right? If we talking about lemon, how many of you have settled for half-baked stuff? How many of you have settled for not taking the time and getting in it and stirring the lemonade so it could be as sweet as possible? I titled this today From Sweet Nothings to Sweet Everythings. And so we are going to use the chapter from my Repair of the Black Family anthology to talk with us today. So, yeah, how are you doing? I'm emotionally exceptional. That's my answer. Let's see what we can do. I am emotionally exceptional. And so I hope you are too. And so I intentionally allow myself the opportunity to be my superlative self. Superlative means to your highest degree, to your highest form. It's also an expression of praise. You are an expression of praise. You can turn life bitter moments into sweet opportunities that allow yourself to thrive, that will allow you to recover, discover, and then empower yourself. Yeah. And then in the recovery phase, you get to disrupt stuff. You get to disrupt outdated narratives that you believe and that you felt about yourself. Yes, this is Sierra Speaks. This is a sauce for your life, is what this is. This is a sauce for your life. Um, yeah, so we are gonna this week, this month, right? Because I'll be with y'all in this space two times. The second Wednesday and the fourth Wednesday is when I will be here. And so it all started at the Factory of St. Pete when I was doing live on live art sales with some of my heart work. And so I consider myself a artist and not an artist because my heart work is about you seeing the beauty in you, not just the beauty inside of the canvas. And so I had the opportunity as I was allowing myself to find the beauty within me that I had an opportunity to be a part of this anthology. And in this anthology is the chapter that I mentioned, From Sweet Nothings to Sweet Everythings. And I'm chapter 22. See, look, chapter 22. It has my name on it. Somewhere is even my face. And so briefly, I'm just going to read from here really quick. Yeah, from sweet nothings to sweet everything. You get to turn that thing around. You get to turn those things around. You get to change the narrative. We are learning to recover this month, right? So we alternate. One month we talk about recovery. The next month we'll talk about discovery. And then from discovery we're going to talk about empowering. So, and then we put it on repeat. Recover, discover, empower, repeat. Recover, discover, empower, and then repeat. And how you recover, you have to disrupt things. You have to disrupt probably outdated mindsets, outdated heart sets, outdated language, outdated habits, yeah, you have to disrupt, just like it was the static that comes on the TV and disrupted the channel. Yeah, I am here to be a static in your existence. So you'll get up from that place that you're wallowing in and feeling bad for yourself and change the channel. That you'll get up and you'll be so intentional that that in you allowing yourself to recover from the accident, to recover from the heartbreak, to recover from the disappointment, to recover from even your successes, because even success um could be draining. So yeah, like we get to recover from all forms of life because of this. It is truly your responsibility to take care of you. Yes, this channel is only about me speaking about helping you find intentional ways to take care of you. You're the common denominator to everything that you have. So from sweet nothings to sweet everythings. And so I'm just gonna get right into the I can give y'all all the little fancy, but I'm not get the book. I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna start right here towards this part so you can know. So I am from where Elnora, a little girl, meets Q Burgess, a soldier from Belize, and they knew it was much more than a hunch. My grandparents. I am from where weekends and summer vacations at my grandma turned into home. Yeah. At the ripe age of 9, I learned that my parents were not my birth parents. This information was not just confusing, but life altering for a little girl who had already had an identity crisis and felt like she didn't belong. Do you know what it's like to feel like you don't belong? Do you know what it's like to be told at 9 years old that the people that you thought was your parents are not your parents? Yeah, I had to recover for some stuff, and this is why I am absolutely qualified to do what it is that I do. I don't need a certificate or a degree. It's the hard knock lives for us. It's the hard knock lives for us. Yeah, you learned. Oh, I hope you did. I hope you learned and didn't just keep repeating old cycles, because you got to live and learn. You should allow yourself to live and learn so you can continue to recover through and through, not just on the surface. Many of us recover, but just on the surface. We didn't allow our heart to recover. We didn't allow our mind to recover. We didn't allow our habits to recover. We didn't let the environment around us change so that we can truly make sure that we don't go back to the thing that's not serving us. This is recovery. And some of us have been through some hard things that we still might need to constantly be recovering from. And this is why we repeat the three things, right? This is why we repeat recover, discover, and empower. Because it needs to be on repeat, because this needs to be a constant element, a constant thing that you allow yourself the opportunity and a chance to do. So this information was confusing, and it did not help with the already um, confusing stuff that was going on. Everything changed around me, but more so in me. The flood of whatever was in my heart ran down my cheeks. I had questions. I was afraid, even to ask. Like, I was too afraid to like have to even ask the questions. The little being in me remember as a child to be seen and not heard. I was taught that children should be seen and not heard, is what I was taught as a little kid. And it explains why sometimes I have trouble trying to communicate even as an adult, because as a kid, I was to be seen and not heard. And so many of us are not even aware of that. Sometimes how we were raised as little people is still affecting us in our adult life. You might still be being like your mama and your daddy. You might still be you might still be allowing that traumatic situation to play a part in your right now experience. Yeah. And so, and if you don't take the time to figure that out, then your love could feel like damage to those that you say that you wanna love. So I pretended I was fine on the surface, since that was the part of me that had to do all the talking. No one really cared about how I truly felt, just so that you look like, right? Mind you, children should be seen and not heard. My pretense was so convincing. It felt as if I won my first star on Hollywood for my performance. The adult in me now, the adult me now know things that are covered don't heal well, if at all. Listen, we're talking about recovery here. If you truly want to recover from what you've been through, from all that you've been through, then you have to allow yourself a real opportunity to recover. And what I mean by a real opportunity is that you're going to need to change your environment. You might need to even change the people that you vent to. You might need to change the people that you get advice from. You might need to find some spiritual counsel. And although you might be going to a therapist, but you might need to seek some spiritual counsel, because therapy isn't about your soul prospering. Therapy sometimes just keeps you lost in your emotions. I'm just saying, I need you to get help. But don't just get help on the surface, because things that are covered don't heal well, right? Things that are covered will not heal as good as they need to. So you'll get a scab, which means it has healed on the outside. But what about what needs to be recovered on the inside? What about the things about people that you don't see? What about the things about yourself that you haven't noticed on the inside, because you have become so used to dressing up the outside? One of my great friends, Eugene Graham, mentions, he talks about the internal and the external mask. And so I'm asking you not to just cover up the outside and dress up your pain. And so this is what so, and don't just dress up your internal pains. I dressed up my internal pains by working and working and working. My first job was when I was 14. I had like 3 jobs because I didn't know how to tell people no. I had 3 jobs because I didn't have no boundaries. I had 3 jobs because I didn't have no self accountability. I had 3 jobs because I didn't have no self worth. And so sometimes, even though you're capable of doing the thing and it is providing some kind of reward, why are you really doing the thing? This month, I'm asking you to recover, and not just from the things that other people have done to you, but maybe from the things that you've done to yourself. And if you need help or any assistance on getting on this journey to recover, discover, and empower, then DM me. Then message me, and I'm here to help you. I have tools. Listen, I have a unique set of skills that will help me to help you. Yeah. And so keep smiling, keep shining. That is the message for this week. I will get you on the fourth Wednesday, and we'll talk more about recovery. Until then, like, subscribe, share to my YouTube channel. I'm always popping up here, adding sauce in all ways that I can, because I realize as I continue to make me a better version of myself, because a better me equals a better you.